Reagan's in the shop with us today, right, brother? What's going on? How you doing? Good? Yeah. Gonna work on the wheel horse? Oh yeah. Right, buddy? All right. So here's the project over here, and that's what we're going to be working on today. Separating the columns here. Got to take this bottom part off from the upper part here. There's a couple bolts on this side, a couple on this side over there. So I'll be doing that and documenting that, and we'll go from there. I want to show you something really cool and a website, YouTube site, channel to check out. It's weldingtipsandtricks.com. Many of you know I picked up a welder last fall and been messing around with that. And for anybody who's picked up like a Harbor Freight welder and you want to learn how to weld, this project, I haven't really done a whole lot of welding with it, but I've made some down pressure brackets for the 48-inch blade and a couple other things, and a lot of that stuff I learned from weldingtipsandtricks.com. Guy's name is Jody. Got a shirt on. Pretty cool stuff. So if you're interested, take a look at his website and his YouTube channel, because you'll definitely learn a lot of stuff. Some of that stuff's way over my head as a beginner, but it's still incredibly interesting. So make sure you take a look at it. Going to take these hydraulic hoses out in the valve body, get that all out of the way. Slash, baby. Okay, there are a couple bolts up here. There was 2 3/8 inch bolts, and then I got one 7/16 here and another one hidden back there, and that allows me to pull out the valve body for the hydraulics so I can service this. You know, it's not bad, it's not leaking or anything like that, but I want to do this right, make sure I get this out. So we'll work on that right now. Fuel line, and here's all the top. We're going to work on a little bit. Got wires we got to clean up in there. Alright, so I got that separated. That piece laying over there by the heater, that's the top steering column section, has all the gauges on the top dashboard. Contains the hydraulic unit, which I'll be able to reattach a lot easier and then run the hoses. And then this is the bottom section that sits over here, the rearward portion of the tractor. But I have to remove this because I'm going to sandblast it. I'm going to go get a sandblaster. And the other thing is, if you remember back in the first video, there's a pulley here. And that pulley, I can't even turn it, but this pulley had basically the bearing failed. And when the bearing failed, it wore right through the bolt. I mean, that's wild. That is just wild. Check that out. You can see the outline of the pulley. The pulley just ate right through. You can see the indentation, how that wore right through. and they just kept on using the tractor like nothing. So I was able to pick one of these up. As you can see how that goes through, and there would be a pulley that goes through to the pulley, and this goes through, and there's the pulley for 520. So this will work out real well. But you can see that it's actually unbelievable how that bearing failed, and it just wore. Actually, I can't believe that they even used it. But anyway, we got a good working one with a good bearing, and that's what I'm going to start working on now. Alright, so next time I'm going to be working on sandblasting this lower part here. It's real rusty. I could just, I could probably grind it down and stuff, but I want to paint this whole thing up, and it's a real mess. And there's some grease in there, not a lot of grease, but grass and stuff, so I want to take care of that. Then I'll move on to this, inspect all those wires. I want to clean up all the contact points. I've bagged all the plastic pieces, make sure that don't get exposed, and then sand the shaft, lightly oil that, check the gear teeth and the pinion, and then we'll start cleaning this thing up, sandblast that as well, and then we'll start putting that all back together, and then I can get my weather will start turning nicer. I'm gonna put the agricultural tires on the back. I got those up in the loft, and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and there'll be another video real soon. It's good to be back in the shop, and we'll see you guys all soon.